Okay, this video is going to be quick, short. I'm going to be covering two particles in this one, actually. The first one's not really considered a particle. I like listing it in the particles because it does affect the whole sentence. And that just is ka. Ka goes at the end of a sentence when you're asking a question. It does not have to always be there, but it is sort of like a verbal question mark. It doesn't really get translated at all. You can make a straight statement sentence and just put ka at the end, and that is you questioning the statement, or just turning the statement into a question. Sort of like instead of saying, we're going to the zoo now, saying, we're going to the zoo now. It doesn't have a question word in it anywhere. In Japanese, they would upspeak just like we do. But in that situation, they would also put ka at the end, just to make it more clear that they're asking a question and not making a statement. Ka can go at the end of sentences, and if you've got a question word, excuse me, let me rephrase that. If you have a question word in the sentence, you should have ka at the end of it. Nani desu ka? Nan desu ka? Ka goes at the end. It's just telling you that it's a question. Pretty easy. The other one is no, which is possession. And no is, on the surface it seems pretty easy. At the most basic level, it's essentially like putting an apostrophe S on something. Watashi no hon, my possession book. And the no goes after the noun that does the owning. So watashi no hon. It also could be in a more general sense, such as big corporation versus small person. So for instance, Shimo Daigaku no Lockhart desu would be, I'm the Lockhart's, watashi wa Shimo Daigaku no Lockhart desu. That's, I am Shimo University's Lockhart, which is more appropriately translated, or more correctly translated as, I'm the Lockhart from Shimo University, or I'm a Lockhart from Shimo University. Okay. The other time no is used is for location prepositional phrases. English, fancy English terms. A prepositional phrase is something like on the desk, under the car, next to the house, between Tom and Amy. All of those get no, and the no happens between whatever your location is and whatever the object of that location is. So for on top of the desk, you start off with the desk, because the desk is the big part of that, okay? The largest thing. Tsukue no ue. Desk, apostrophe s, top. And in English, we would say on top of the desk, but in Japanese, they say the desk's top, essentially. Under the car, kuruma no shita. Kuruma, car, no, possession, shita, under, below. Kuruma no shita. Cars beneath, or cars underside, you might sort of translate that as. So in a locational prepositional phrase, it goes between the noun or the location and the specific descriptor, you could say. So like I said, the tsukue no ue. The tsukue being the location, essentially, or the noun, and then the ue being this specific descriptor. Okay, tsukue no ue, on top of the desk. So now, no is used for possession and used as part of a locational prepositional phrase.